Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have the Q and the Z, and a few other heavy scoring tiles. I don't have the H for feek. Just looking at Zingy. Looks like a good enough play. And then I can play the Q hopefully next time above the I. Or if I draw an I, I'll have chin. So Zingy for 56. I don't draw an I. I draw an A, so I have cat. I have whack from a W. Okay, opponent bingo's there. My F plays next to the E. I have matey here for 34. But I think the idea is to get rid of the Q as soon as possible. Actually, I have fatty here for 44. I think I will go with this. Hang on to the Q. It's tempting. Yeah, I will do this. Okay, I still have cat and korma through, I was going to say through this O. I still have cat next to Uoi. I have dam for 32. I really would love to get rid of the Q, but a face value cat play giving back score to opponent doesn't feel like it's best. What about Marm for 32 there? Yeah, I'll go with this. Or will I? Yeah, I'm not seeing a better Q spot. Okay, I'm in trouble now. I have fast here. To Leiden's fast. Or Rast is better, I think. Rast for 26. Still plagued with the Q. I just can't seem to get rid of it in any meaningful way. And if I can score in the 30s or high 20s, I'm going to keep doing so. Okay, opponent now bingos. I'm not seeing a great Q play yet. I was looking at the A here, but I can't see cat as being best. I'm going with faux for 34. Okay, I'll get the cat play back. And not quite caddy. Can't play through the U. Don't have korma. And I don't have trank. Wow. Just been waiting to play the Q in a way that scores something, but Kedar onto the H for 18. Okay, maybe it's time I got rid of the Q. Cat for 18. Skidged, I don't think is good, although it might be. Skidged. Kidge is good, although I don't know whether it's a verb or not. Opponent likely to take the spot out if he has an I. Best I can see here is... yeah, he's taken it. So I'm trailing a little bit, but I should be able to make up the deficit. Now, anything through that A, so an AGE ending word, skiddage. No. I have the dis prefix, but not seeing. Discaged would be good if the K was a C. Alright, what have we got here? Died for 29, keeping the S. Yeah. Draw a blank. Have the ing ending, making the blank an I. Poke. If I get rid of the K and the O, I think the rack would be pretty good. Or even the K and the E. This is a nice opening for sked. Yeah, Polings works. For 83, and I'm sure I've got a bingo on to Ked. Okay, he goes there. Which is a shame, he got in just before me. and mine will only be face value. So that's a bit upsetting. Okay. Just wondering what to do. Peters is probably best, and soiling. Oh, that creates an X hotspot. I'll just go with soiling. I draw the X. Oh, pity I can't get the X to play twice there. XI for 31, or imagine this X spot will go. Pax 46. Or what about just looking at, I think AX here would be the second best. Pity the X doesn't. Oh, wait a minute. Plika 52, and then I'll score with my X next turn. I do have sex here, or ox at the top. Opponent has the J. Ad takes an S, but tier, yeah, don't think I can get in on the action here under Deb, unless there's an RS word. Addo, I don't think Addo is good. Addy with a Y, I think might be good. I have ox across the top here. Opponent, yeah, that J will, wonder what he'll do with the J. Now they're 5 in the bag, so he'll probably draw 2 or 3, leaving 2 in the bag for me, which isn't ideal. means he's got a better chance of going out first. And I think this game might come down to whoever goes out first because of how close the scores are. Exiat doesn't quite reach the double. Vowers doesn't play anywhere that I can see. That would be a good way of going out in 2. Oh, I have overeats. I didn't realize that. Overeats for 24, but I'm not going to go out with Wax. Now, opponents attempted to block my X play there. Three tiles in the bag, that's actually not bad for me. Now I've got Wive here for 26, pretty good leave. But I think if I go with Ox, what does it give opponent back? Well, he doesn't have an O, but he can score. No, he can't score much more. Ox looks okay. I don't think he can do much damage there. Weavers. Now, does the R assist reweave? I don't know about that. Adds. Opponent still got that J, so I'm not out of the woods. I've got, I thought I had Sui. I have C. Can opponent, that's 18. I've got to get rid of the V and the W as a priority. I have, oh, he's taken my spot. Gins and I don't think he's going out with the R, is he? Relics or... If I play Vors for 20, he gets, oh, Vice is too much. I can't outrun him. 1 minute 10. Just not seeing it. Just not seeing. I've got nor and we here. Your I don't think is good. I didn't see an outplay from the R, but maybe there is one. Okay, I've got we here for 17, but then he's got sice and meats. W-E. A-R. I think this might have done it. Ra to go out. An opponent goes out. So, wow, what a close game. Final score 460 to me, 446 to opponent. Let's see what we missed. Wow, that was so close at the end there. I wonder if my opponent had a win. Okay, Zingy seems best for 56. And then to Leiden for opponent. That was a 4-timer. Now, Fatty for 44, Cat for 41. Oh, that was a miss. I just saw Fatty and I thought, nice fit, jump on it. Didn't even contemplate Cat. Similar equities, 1 point difference, but obviously get rid of the Q when you can. Alright, so not much of a difference there in equity. UI for 12 was opponent's best. Mom for 32 and MM for 27. Mana and Met. Yeah, I do like that. 5 fewer points, but a lot easier to get rid of the Q when you've got the A and the R as well for Trank. Yeah, but again, 1 point equity difference, so not a train smash. No bingo here, very close with those tiles. Naum was opponent's best, and exchange best for me. Was it best? But I went with Rast. Wow, low equity, I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to keep scoring. Maybe should have exchanged, kept RST. Rotiferin, very nice. 66. Ornator was opponent's play. And then Foe for 34 was best. Diori for 28 was opponent's best through the W, but exposing the trip lane. And then OE for 18 with a strong rack leave was his play, so that looks alright. Deeked for 26. I did look at that lane, and is this where I finally thought get rid of the Q? Yeah, Cat for 18. Could have got 26 for Deeked. Leaving Cat on the rack, so that's clearly better. Peter gave score back as well, which just shows that it was an inferior play. Skedding for 73. Wow. Through the N. Skidding and skedding. That was a miss. I went with Died for 29, which did take out 2 valuable lanes, I guess. But when the scores are that close, I don't know if it's really, whether it has much strategic merit to do that, but it does control the board a little bit. Deb was best for opponent, 34. No bingo here. Zach for 29. Or Ked for 24. I went with Ked to create a bingo lane. But I do like Zach. Extra 5 points. Both blanks unseen. So I've got one of them and the S. I think Ked makes sense because the moment this lane gets blocked, well, then you're having to come down onto an H for a bingo, which is pretty hard to do, even with a blank. So I like KED for the purposes of increasing a bingo, chances of a bingo. Plower for 95 was a nice find by opponent. He got the H. No, he got the G doubled. Yeah. So that was huge. That catapulted him into a 100-point lead, 103 points. And luckily I could reply with a bingo. So 5H, best position, Scoling. Yeah, that I seemed to always fall under the double word, which was why I was taking some time to see if there was a bingo which didn't leave the I there, but it seems like they all did. Via for 15. Opponent had Bivia for 21 at B5. Ached and Bivia. Yeah. It's a bit volatile, the Bivia play, when the scores are so close. He went with Via. Now that gave me Plika for 52, keeping the X for score. So I was quite happy to find that play. And then Bow for 25 was best for opponent. He went with Ab. Oxford 41 was best for me here. So this gave me a little bit of a lead. 30-point lead. Opponent still has the J. Gin for 24 was best for him. And then Ways for 35 at G11. Okay, Ways. Very nice. Now, the S was unseen. That puts me on 462. I have a V left on my rack. Maybe that was the play. Ways. I don't know if Ways takes an S, but if it does, a play of Slice. Sluice. Is Sluice? I think that's how you spell it. So opponent might have had an out there, in which case he might have won. I need to check that. Anyway, Sev gave me a 23-point lead. Now Cliviers for 20 through Via. Cliviers, interesting. Down here, that would have left opponent with UE, which he could have gone out with, Rue. What would that have put him on? 441, but then I still have a play, so I've got we here, so I don't think opponent could have won from this position. Unless he scores very well with UE somewhere. Yeah, no, I think it's still a losing play, Cliviers. Raw for 9 to go out. Oh, obviously. Didn't even look at the outplay. I suppose with the time I just thought outrun your opponent. And we was for 16, but there was an 18-point play at 7N. We 7N 18. Ward and we. Okay, yeah. That's a good play, that. 18 points. Anyway, only 2 points. It didn't change the outcome. And then opponent had ices, but emetics for 16, still not enough. And that was the end of the game. So an interesting one there, very close at the end, exciting. One or two misses. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.